All right, let's take you back now to our breaking news story. Of course, this is a developing story, and that, of course, is a sharp focus on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial developments this afternoon, where the counsel for accused 1 to 4 withdrew from the case. Now, let's bring in this discussion with former National Prosecuting Authority senior prosecutor who now heads Afriforum's private prosecution unit, Gerrie Nel. Mr. Nel, thank you so much for your time this afternoon and to just weigh in on these latest developments, yet another setback for the Senzo Meyiwa trial. Your reaction today of the withdrawal of Advocate Teffo?
Good afternoon. I was in court early this morning and I left very disappointed at lunchtime. And then this new development happened after lunchtime. So as far as the withdrawal is concerned, it will affect the trial. The trial will now have to be postponed. They will have to appoint new counsel. But, with all the delays in the matter, as far as the evidence is concerned, we haven't even finished with the first witness. So that's not so big an issue. With the first witness, evidence could be transcribed, and we could then follow Advocate Malesela will, on the next occasion, will have to complete a cross-examination, and other counsel will then be able to prepare themselves and be ready for the trial. Early this morning when I arrived at court, and we then heard that the matter was postponed to today to hear an application as far as jurisdiction is concerned, and that was abandoned, and that there was other applications in terms of Section 87 of the Criminal Procedure Act, which is untenable, and also further applications in terms of Section 6 of the Criminal Procedure Act. We just thought that none of those applications has any merit and couldn't be heard. And then lots of things happened, and Advocate Malesela Teffo then withdrew this afternoon. So it is another setback. I mean, their family has been waiting so many years for justice, and now they have to wait even longer. So I just hope that whatever happens from now on, that we can get a team of counsel in court that will focus on the merits of the matter, because that's what we've been saying. We've been saying that we should really deal with the merits of the matter. We've been dealing with application after application after application, and we haven't really dealt with the merits of the matter.
And in fact, what was expected to be heard today was, of course, that jurisdiction matter that Advocate Teffo was expected to bring to court. But we know instead he brought in the letter, from accused number 3, stating the ill treatment that he was receiving in prison at that particular moment. What does this mean now in as far as his withdrawal? You talk about, wanting the case to start dealing with the merits of the matter. Does it bring a new opportunity, perhaps, for the 3 or for the 4 accused that Advocate Teffo was representing, that someone is now going to come in and, as you say, bring in some form of credibility in terms of this particular trial, and, of course, serve his clients well in terms of bringing some of the critical points that need to be brought into this trial and not applications, as you state? I would really not like to comment on on the conduct of counsel up until now. But what I'm saying is that if there's new counsel appointed to deal with the case for accused number 1 to 4, I really hope that we appoint counsel that will focus on the merits of the matter. Because as a family, we've been waiting years and years for justice, and all we get is application after application after application. And, the applications then get abandoned. After last time, when the matter was on the roll, we spent 2 days on argument on jurisdiction. The judge then said, let's file heads of argument and let's argue jurisdiction today, just for it to be abandoned. So what I want to say is that if we appoint new counsel, I really hope that we appoint counsel that will focus on the merits of the matter. Very quickly, Mr. Nel, before I let you go, you obviously are very close to the family, Senzo Meyiwa's family, some parts thereof. Have you had a chance to speak to them today? What is their reaction, if at all? No, I haven't had time to speak to them today, but you know that we've decided after the first appearance not to let him come down to Pretoria to be part of the trial because nothing happens, because there's only been application after application after application. So for them to leave their houses in KZN and to travel all the way to Pretoria to listen to the case, I think it's important, and we will ensure that that happens, but we couldn't do so because nothing really substantive happened in the matter. So we sincerely hope that things can get going now.
Absolutely. That's where we have to leave it for now. Thank you so much for your time, Advocate Gerrie Nel there.